You're about to hear a shocking tale of government lies and cover-ups. In 2005, Kevin Lunny and his family bought a small oyster farm in Point Reyes, California. Since then, they've been the victims of vicious attacks from officials at the National Park Service. These officials have falsified scientific information and lied about facts in an attempt to pursue their own anti-agriculture agenda.
Kevin and his family decided to buy the Johnson oyster operation when the whole facility had really gone downhill and was in terrible shape. And they put $300,000 of theirs into cleaning it up. And right after they finished cleaning it up, the park tried to put them out of business.
Shortly after Lunny purchased the farm, Gordon Bennett, a Sierra Club extremist with a personal vendetta, secretly met with the Park Service to shut the farm down. Ken Fox was there.
It was sort of a private meeting. Gordon Bennett expressed dismay that Kevin had bought this Johnson's because they said, well, now it's going to be really hard to get rid of him if he runs it right. We're not going to be able to get rid of him. And this one man said, you know, we should really make it difficult for him so that he doesn't want to continue past 2012.
And that is just what the National Park Service did. In an orchestrated campaign to smear the oyster farm, Park Service Superintendent Don Neubacher publicly charged Lunny with criminal conduct, claiming that the oyster farm caused serious harm to harbor seals. This lie was exposed through a Freedom of Information request, uncovering a hidden email written by Neubacher's senior scientist, Sarah Allen.
Neubacher claimed overwhelming data. There was zero data. He simply lied. He made it up.
So with a hearing on the oyster farm 2 weeks away, and no data to prove that the farm was harming seals, the Park Service made some up.
Sarah Allen claims to have gone out, and she said she observed oyster workers in a boat getting close to and disturbing harbor seals and causing pups and mothers to go scurrying into the water. Why do I think it was fabricated? Because the oyster farm boat was broken that day. The workers who would have been out on the bay at 4 o'clock in the afternoon had already clocked out.
3 days later, the National Park Service made up another claim.
And at the time they claimed that there were seals being flushed into the water. The data shows that all of the seal haul-out areas were submerged.
These are just a few of the many examples of fabricated data created by Superintendent Don Neubacher and defended by Park Director John Jarvis in an effort to promote their own anti-agriculture agendas.
I think the things that are being said about ecological harm is to justify their making a decision not to renew the lease.
I want to be sure that facts are driving scientific decisions, not the other way around.
Regardless of whether you think the Estero should be wilderness or there should be an oyster farm there, that's not my concern. My concern is the intentional misuse of science.
The days of science taking a back seat to ideology are over.
This community that we are connected to is just at complete loss for what has happened here.
To undermine scientific integrity is to undermine our democracy. It is contrary to our way of life.
Every American loves the national parks, but there are a few within the National Park Service that believe they are above the law and beyond accountability. Because of the unrelenting false accusations made by these federal officials, the Lunny family is being driven into bankruptcy. Help us bring integrity back to the U.S. government by visiting OysterGate.org and learn what you can do to combat abusive government officials. Because if this can happen to the Lunny family, one day it might happen to you.